kind of stages that we went through, and we went through the negotiations. And you have to be patient in baseball because agents will let you bid against themselves, against yourself, and so it has to kind of play it out. But we had played it out, and we sent the letter, and the letter was a public letter saying how much we were offering, and we offered him, I think it was $39 million at the time in the letter, and it didn't move anything, and that would have made him the highest paid catcher in baseball and all that shit. It wasn't a bad offer. And Jeff Morad was the agent, and it didn't move the needle. And we had good relations with Jeff, but we didn't do well with Pudge. And so Doug Melvin, we said we can't be in a position where we just get a draft choice for a player of that caliber. And so he talked to Bull Watson, who was the Yankees general manager at the time, and Bull was obviously interested. And we could have gotten Eric Milton, Jorge Posada, and Tony Armas Jr.
Really?
That's who it was. And Armas never made it, of course. But the other
two, a big-time prospect.
They were big-time prospects.
Yes.
And Milton, I think, won 20 games. They traded him ultimately to the Twins. I think each won 20 games. It was a big deal. And Posada was a big player, too. So we got to the parking lot. Doug and I arrived about the same time, and he said, "Are you ready for this?" Because we thought we were going to have the 3 o'clock news conference that we made the trade. And so I went just into his office, and he called Bull, and Bull said, "Yeah, he'd pull the trigger. He'd still do it." And so Doug said, "Well, we want to think about it a little bit more." And Kim Smith, who still worked for me then, she knocked on my door, knocked on Doug's door, and said, "Pudge wants to see you." And this was obviously welcome news. And so we left Doug's office, and just the two of us went down. And he said that his mother had talked to him the night before, and he'd stayed up all night because he was so worried about it. And his mother told him to come see me, that I was a nice man, and to talk to me. And then he out-traded me. He said, "Mr. Schieffer, I have to have $42 million." And I said, and I had offered him 41. We kept a little in the sack for the last to make the deal, and so we were prepared to go to 41. And I said, 41's the most we can go to. And he said, "Mr. Schieffer, I've got to have 42." And it was, he was sitting on the couch, and it was really, I fancy myself a good trader. He was a better trader that day. And he said, "If you'll give me 42, I'll shake hands with you and we'll do it." And I said, "Well, when we did this with John Wetland, where we were at Loggerheads, and we said, we'll give you $1 million if you no longer wear the uniform. Then you get $1 million." And I said, "If I did something like that, would you do that?" He said, "Yeah, I'd do that." So we got a deal. We shook hands, and the rest of it was a magical day.